Hi guys, welcome back to the Linux Minute channel. So guys, there was an oversight by me. I think it's 5A or something like that. But I'm just gonna write the entire paper. Let's go. Alright. So it says this task has 4 parts, part A, part B, part that. Part 1 as question 1 and 2 question. Part 2 as question 3A, 3B. And part 3 as question 5A, 5B, 5C, and 6A. Read the information, each carefully, use the information provided to answer all the questions. Says Mr. Taylor has decided to get into a transportation business. He wants to buy a motor vehicle to take students and teachers to school. The schools are located in Bakertown. He has to decide whether to buy a bus or a car. The students and teachers live in Prime Estate, which is located in Bakertown. Help Mr. Taylor to 1. Determine the actual distance between locations. 2. Calculate the actual number of trips that a bus and a car may make on a given day. 3. Calculate the amount of money that could be made daily from each vehicle. Recommend which of the two vehicles to buy. All right, so here's Bakertown. The diagram represents the located in Bakertown, the high school, the primary school, and of course the prime estate. That's how we're going to guys. All right, diagram 1 shows the map of the paper. There is also a key to help identify the symbols on the map. So here they show 1 unit, the entrance, all that, right? Very nice question, guys. We're gonna check it out. Alright, so it's a 1 unit on the road, all of that, right? Let's proceed. It says now, table 1 show the units on a map of Bakertown and their actual distance. Every unit given on the map is actual distance is 100 meters. 1 unit is equal to 100 meters. Alright, table 1, carefully complete it by writing the appropriate units or meters on the blank space. We got my students them, alright, students reach out to me now guys and say, sorry, I see me call it the error though. I'm say, what you talking about? Them say, yeah, should I use a particular unit? Alright, so we're supposed to put the units, so if it's 300 meter, we divide it by 100, right? So that means it's 3 units. And we're gonna just continue just like that, vice versa. For 6 units, it would have been 600 meters. For this, it would have been 10 units. And for the final one, it would have been 300 meter, 3,000 meter rather. All right, so that was good. That is remain good. All right. So for it says now, for question 2A and 2B, each row has a statement that made the map given in the diagram and the appropriate heading to indicate whether the statement is true or false. So the primary school and high school are both located on Main Street. Literally, I try to remember if that was true or false. That was true, right? Yeah, that was true. Guys, when I want to go back over a bag of things, Mr. Taylor will drive less than 10,000 meters. That was false. And while this one says, Mr. Taylor uses English Road and the entrance from Primary State to the entrance, that was true. So we don't really want to go over them something there. Baga. So check out the next video, guys. Check out the next video. Number 2, number of trips. Diagram 2 shows an average the number of trips with the fully loaded of each vehicle and bus in a day. Each trip is made between Prime Estate and the primary school. A full load is when all the seats in the vehicle are occupied by the passengers. All right. And it says the bar graph showing the number of full load made by 2 vehicles at a different time period in a day. All right. So cars is represented by blue. So I'm going to check how many cars, which is 6. These are 3. This is also 6, and then this was 5. All right. For other one now, this was 2, 1, 2, 1. All right. So based on the graph, what is the total number of trips made by the full load by the car and the bus? And the car would have been 6, not 6. The car are the first one. So the bus is actually 6. And next one, 20. A full load of car is when 4 passengers are seated. The ratio of the number of teachers to the number of students traveling in a car as a full load 1 to 3. Diagram 3 shows the total number of teachers labeled T and the total number of students labeled S in a car as a full load. And let's show you diagram 3. There you go. Total number of teachers 1, 3. Total passengers 4. So they give us an example. A full load for a bus is when 14 passengers are seated. The ratio of the number of teachers to the number of students traveling in a bus that has a full load is 1 to 6. What is the total number of teachers and students traveling in a bus when it has a full load? Remember to use the ratio given above. Write your response in each bus. All right. So it says you're supposed to have 2 teachers. So just like what I did first, I'm going to continue with the same thing. Students, right? Right. All right. And then this says the total number of teachers would be a total number. So the total number of teachers would be 2, and of course 12 students give you a total passengers of 14. All right, for 4A, what is the total number of passengers, teachers, and students that would have traveled by car by the entire day? Use your response to question 3A and diagram to help you. Show you're working in the space provided. Hold on there. Didn't I didn't ask also. Oh, 3A. All right, so 20 and 6, right? So the number of teachers would have been 6. Number of students, 20. No, that's at the trip. Oh, shoot. Let me do some space. These are the fully loaded chips, right? I just need some space. All right, so this would have been 20, right? And they told us that each trip the car is going to carry 1 student, 1 teacher, 4 students, right? That's a car. So the number of teachers, what is the total number of passenger, teacher, student that would have traveled by car for the entire day? Use your response from 3A and the diagram to help you. So how many teachers we get again? No, it was 6 trip and not 6 teachers, right? And the diagram I had 2 teachers and 12 students just by car. And of course, oh, so students over here is a separate. Hello. Hi, good day. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Back to what I was saying. So it says, what is the total number of passengers, teachers, and students that will travel by car for the entire day? Show you're working. Also by car. So car carry 4 persons, right? and they have 3 students and 1 teacher. All right, so in terms of teacher, they make 20 trips, right? So that's 1 teacher per trip, so that's 20 times 1. So that will be 20 teachers. In terms of students, is 20 trip and they would have carried 3, so that's 60. So the total would have been 80 passengers, right? What is the total number of passengers, teachers, and students that would have traveled by bus for the entire day? So the bus carries 6 trips each day, right? Each time they carry 2 teachers for each trip. So it would have been 6 times 2, which is 12, and they made 6 trips. But this time they carried 12 students, so that would have been 72. So this should have worked out to 84. All right, I have to finish fast, guys, because I'm actually gonna be engaged in class. All right, it says the fare that Mr. Taylor will collect for each teacher and student is given below. Teacher is $64.50 per kilogram. Student is $96.65 flat rate. Flat rate meaning the cost will remain the same no matter what the distance traveled. The distance from the entrance to that in primary school is 30 units, so they gave us that. On the map, Mr. Baker diagram 1, calculate the fare for travel. The fare for travel from Prime Estate to the primary school for 1 teacher. Alright, so basically, I didn't see anything go wrong up there. So it's not 5A, I think it's 5B persons we're talking about. The distance from the entrance of Prime Estate to the entrance to the primary school is 30 units on the map. Yeah, calculate the fare of travel for Prime Estate for 1 primary school teacher. So it's 1 teacher and the rate is $64 per kilogram. So we know it's gonna be 64, that's our rate, 0.5, and of course it's 30 units. Now, one of the unit, 30 units is basically 300 centimeter, which we can work out to kilogram by dividing by 1,000, so that's 3. So basically, we're supposed to times this by 3. 3 0 0, 3 5 15, 5 per 1, 3 4 is 12, and 1 13, 3 6 is 18, and 1 19. So it's $193.50. All right, so that was good. This is where I think 5B, on the line provided below, write the fare for 1 teacher to the nearest 100. Now it was $193.50. The nearest 100 will have been $200. All right. 5C said the fare for 1 student is 96.65. On the line provided, write the fare for the nearest 100. So this should actually be $100. And I think that's where I made a little error down here because I did not acknowledge that they said for 5B. So 5B and 5C, yeah. So based on your response to question 4, 5B, which I just completed 5B and 5C. So I should have used 200 and the $100. Let me see what question 4 say. Question 4. I have to remember what question 4 said. Oh, question 4 would have been the number of passengers, right? Question 4. Is that true? Oh, yeah, so this would have been question 4. I'm assuming they're talking question 4A. So it's the number of students, number of passengers would have been 20 and 60. And of course, this part as well, where we add the 12 and the 72. So that's what we're working. So they want you guys to work with the flat number, the rounded number. Some reason I work with the other number. So it's actually $200 for a teacher $100 for your child. That make more sense. It actually turned out easier. Alright, so we know say in the car travel with a total of 84. Was the car 84? No. Car was 80 and the bus was 82. Alright, but we have to have a breakdown. So total of 80 passengers, but the teachers, I'm trying to remember. Guys, let me just go back up for sure. I think it was 84 for the bus. Yeah, the bus is actually 84. But I do remember the breakdown. Honestly, let me go back up. So car, let's see what the car work out to be. Alright, this is for the bus, 1272, and this was 2060. Okay, we must remember that. 2060, 1272. 1260 for the car, 2060. No, this was for the bus, 2060. And for the car. No, this correct. 1 to 3. Yeah. 12 to 72. Alright. So it's 12 teachers, 72 students, and for this one, 20 teachers. That's a 20 trip, right? And of course, students. Alright, so there we have it. So this makes it a lot easier, actually, because the number is rounded. So I was multiplying the decimal. Alright, so it's teachers would have paid $200. While the 60 students would have paid $100. So it's become rounded now, right? So this work out to 4,000. This work out to 6,000. So it was much easier than we actually thought. As I said, why they give decimal? So it got more time when you rush. The 12 teachers would pay $200 per head. So that work out to 2,400. 72 by 100. We have 7,200. So let's add now 0, 0, 6, 9,600. That's the money, right? That's the money. And this would have been 10,000. An extra 0. All right, cool. So there you have it, guys. This is the actual something that it should have been. A difference of $400. It's based on your response, show the diagram. Which vehicle? We can't answer that call. Guys, wanna ring like crazy, but we can't answer. But that's why I finish your calculation. You explain. In your space provider, explain who you recommend. I recommend that you get the bus because it earn. What's the difference? $400. $400 per the. All right. So that would have been the correct solution. I think somewhere down there's a tick. Yeah, I choose the bus. Yeah, guys, a big up. The bus is better. The bus earn more. So let me go back on it for end. I can call you back in 2 minutes, please. Here, give me 2 minutes. I'll call you back. Give me 2 minutes. I'll call you back in 2 minutes. All right. Yeah. All right. So yeah, guys. Go around there. Which one over the side there? Oh, the card is. This one actually earned more. 20 by 200, that's 400. And this should have been 60 by 100, 6,000. So basically, this one is a car. The car actually earn more. So why me say bus? Car for the years. So it's actually the car. So it earned $400 more per day. Guys, when I look at it, it wasn't so bad, because guess what happened? They actually make you work with the rounded number. I was quarreling about the decimal because that's the only fault I really found with it. But then when I realized now, they actually make you work with the rounded number. The car could carry 80, right? Which is 20 by 60. I'll just do an overview for my end of the video. It's at the post, yeah. The post are 84. So 12 of this and that, yeah. Yeah, so this is better. And this is a car 20 by 60, which is 80. Yeah, so guys, let's be honest now. It wasn't so hard. Know that I realized that they actually wanted us to work with the rounded numbers, so it wasn't so bad. Right? I'm just trying to see if I had all the steps. I'm not back over here. Alright. So that is it, guys. If you want to be a part of the curriculum base, this is my number. Link me up, right? Make some calls. A lot of persons were calling me while I was on the team. So yeah. All right, guys. Later, I'm out. Not out. I'll see you guys in another.